Ladies and gentlemen, if there is one quality that separates those who succeed in life from those who only dream about success, it is not intelligence, not talent, not luck. It is self-discipline. Motivation may get you started, but discipline keeps you going. Motivation fades when the excitement wears off, but discipline is a steady engine that carries you through. Think about it. Every athlete who wins a gold medal, every entrepreneur who builds a global empire, every artist who creates a masterpiece, they all have one thing in common. They master the art of self-discipline. Without it, even the most talented individuals eventually fall behind. What is self-discipline? Self-discipline is the ability to control your impulses, emotions, and actions in order to achieve long-term goals. It is about doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. It is easy to wake up early when you are motivated. It is easy to work hard when you are excited. But self-discipline is about showing up on the days you don't want to. It is about choosing long-term growth over short-term pleasure. Motivation is temporary. Self-discipline is permanent. Motivation is emotional. Self-discipline is logical. Motivation asks, what do I feel like doing? Discipline asks, what must I do to achieve my dream? Why self-discipline matters more than talent. The world is full of talented people who never succeeded. They had intelligence, creativity, or skills, but they lacked discipline. Talent sets the stage, but discipline writes the script. Michael Jordan, the greatest basketball player of all time, once said, I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. I've failed over and over again in my life. And that is why I succeed. What he was really talking about was discipline. The discipline to practice every day, to wake up earlier, to take every failure as fuel. That is what turned him from talented to legendary. Self-discipline is a great equalizer. It doesn't matter if you are rich or poor, educated or uneducated, born with talent or not. Discipline is a skill that anyone can learn, and it will take you further than raw talent ever could. The science of discipline, how habits shape destiny. Our brains are wired for efficiency. When we repeat an action long enough, it becomes a habit. And once something becomes a habit, it becomes automatic. This is the essence of discipline. When you wake up every day at 5 a.m., eventually your body adjusts and it becomes natural. When you train yourself to read every day, your mind craves knowledge automatically. Discipline is nothing more than training your brain to default to success habits. Psychologists call this delayed gratification. The famous marshmallow test proved that children who resisted eating one marshmallow immediately in order to earn 2 marshmallows later were far more successful in life decades later. Why? Because they had discipline. Your future depends on the habits you build today. And those habits are built through discipline. Now you may ask, how do I develop this discipline? The answer lies in simple but powerful steps. Start small. Don't try to change your entire life overnight. Discipline grows with consistency. Start with one habit, like waking up 30 minutes earlier, and master it. Create clear goals. Discipline without direction is wasted effort. Know exactly what you are working toward. Write your goals down, break them into daily actions, and commit. Remove temptations. Environment matters. If you want to eat healthy, don't keep junk food in your house. If you want to focus, put your phone away. Discipline is easier when temptation is removed. Use the 2-minute rule. If something takes less than 2 minutes, do it immediately. Discipline thrives on action. Small actions build momentum. Embrace discomfort. Growth lives outside your comfort zone. Discipline means training yourself to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. Reward progress, not perfection. Discipline is not about being perfect. It is about being consistent. Celebrate small wins. Progress is motivation. Accountability. Tell someone about your goals. Accountability fuels discipline. When others are watching, you try harder. Challenges in practicing discipline. Of course, building discipline is not easy. You will face 3 major enemies. Laziness. The voice that says, I'll do it tomorrow. The antidote? Take action immediately before the mind creates excuses. Procrastination. The habit of delaying important tasks. Fight it by starting small. Once you begin, momentum carries you forward. Instant gratification. The temptation of short-term pleasure. Scrolling social media, watching TV, wasting time. Discipline is about saying no to what you want now for what you truly want later. Remember, pain of discipline is temporary, but the pain of regret is permanent. The long-term benefits of self-discipline. What happens when you master self-discipline? Success becomes predictable. You no longer rely on luck. You create your own destiny. Confidence grows. Discipline builds self-respect. When you keep promises to yourself, you feel unstoppable. Freedom is achieved. Paradoxically, discipline leads to freedom. When you control yourself, you control your future. Legacy is built. Great leaders, inventors, and thinkers are remembered not for what they wish for, but for what they discipline themselves to do. Call to action. The choice is yours. At the end of the day, every person must decide, will I be a slave to my impulses or will I be the master of my destiny? Self-discipline is the bridge between dreams and reality. It is the quiet force behind every great success story. Without it, goals remain fantasies. With it, the impossible becomes inevitable. So ask yourself today, what do I want my life to look like 5 years from now? 10 years from now? And what disciplines must I adopt today to make that vision a reality? Do not wait for motivation. Motivation is a spark. Discipline is a fire. Build that fire, and it will light your path for the rest of your life.